Hey everybody, Scott Walters. Welcome to the channel. I hope you're doing great. Buckle up, strap in, roll up your windows, lock your doors. We got a good one for you today. I just got off the phone with subscriber Martha in Orange County, considering buying. So anyway, she gave me some really good feedback on the channel. So thank you everybody that supports the channel. And today we're in Yuma, Arizona. And she's like, you should do a walk and talk. And I just happen to be in Yuma, Arizona today, which is basically a border town. It's right on the border of Arizona, California, and Mexico. I think it's known as the sunniest place in the world. Tons of sunshine here, a lot of snowbirds. Right now we're at I think it's called the Wetlands Park. Beautiful parks here, just a beautiful, beautiful park. But she was saying, hey, I watched your Michael Bordenero walk and talk. You were so great on that. I would love to see more out of that. And I know you guys have been great to stick with me in terms of the way I report, usually when I get a chance, just from the studio or office. But I do want to take this opportunity to do a walk and talk with you guys and see how it goes and what you guys think. I juggle a lot of stuff in my life, so it's hard to make time for YouTube, and a lot of the people I compete with are just full-time YouTubers, but I run properties and I'm an agent and I just do a lot of stuff, and so I try to keep it as manageable as possible. But the reality is this: I wanted today's topic, and I know you guys will probably be in the comments saying it took too long to get to the topic, Scott, but one of the things I was talking to Martha about is, she had mentioned, Zillow, no, because my whole thing when buying properties right now, and I know you guys are really like, I don't want to catch a falling knife. I don't want to, buy at the top of the bubble. Some areas are going to be insulated from this. For me, it's always been where the areas of safety are where areas that are typically within the national median home price average. I don't care if it's a 3/4s up to $500,000 range. And now this is just for like investment purposes. If you're a different type of buyer, like, hey Scott, we just want a good agent writing our offers, it's a forever home, we got money, that's a different conversation. But Zillow, I'm almost like a rogue agent. We're gonna whistle blow Zillow again a little bit today because I think it's super important. Zillow used to make it really easy. They would show a property and they would show what basically with the standard amount down at today's interest rate, this is your mortgage, your cost to carry the property. They still give us that. But then they scroll down a little further and they show you here's the property's estimated rent range. And so it was so easy to see if a property penciled out or came close enough potentially to write an offer. And those are the areas that will have safety. If you can own a property for the same cost as what it costs to rent it, then there's safety there. And from an investor standpoint, that's what you want. You don't have to chase the data. You do not need to get too into the tea leaves. It's really cost to carry versus its rent range. That's what I need to see, even if it's not going to be a rental. Because if the property's capable, at least, of standing on its own 2 feet as a rental, you got protection. It's an insurance policy you pull for yourself. So that's what I want you guys to think about if you're buying property. And of course, reach out to me. I'm always here to help you guys for free. For free. You can't beat free, right? Orlando Miner. I love that. Orlando, another guy that I've been on his channel, and he has a newsletter, and he's like, and it's free. You can't beat free. You really can't. So anyway, what I offer is a ton of value for potentially free. So reach out to me if needed. But the reality is this: why is Zillow hiding rent ranges? And let's just call it for what it is. They're hiding it. They're not giving us rent ranges anymore. And I'll tell you why. Because Zillow's job is to sell clicks. I get calls from Zillow, Realtor.com, tons of people constantly. Okay, Scott, we've got qualified leads, qualified buyers, motivated buyers, Scott, ready to buy in your area. No, you don't. No, you don't. These are tire kickers browsing the internet, but you're telling me they're motivated because they clicked or request information or tour. That's how they make money, because they sell. Their lead, most agents, big agents, high producing agents will pay a portion of their money to go to internet lead generation, right? So we, like I talked about, this is what caused me to start whistleblowing this real estate market, is usually, it was really hard to convert internet browsers into buyers. Most agents don't want to mess with the internet internet leads because the conversion rate is so low. But then during lockdowns, the majority of the calls, 90% instead of 10% of the calls that were coming in for me were all off the internet, and I couldn't field them all. It was too much. And by the time I got even your questions answered on the property you inquired on, that you clicked on, and that Zillow sold that click to me, made me buy that click to talk to you because they told me you were a motivated buyer. Not that I did that, but that's what they do because I've worked Zillow leads before. I'm not currently. I don't need to anymore. Thank you. They basically sold that lead to me. Now, the reality is this. They don't show you the rent ranges anymore because if they're trying to sell clicks to real estate agents, and that's what I was about to say. I'll get calls from Zillow and it'll sound something like this. Hey, Scott, we got buyers, motivated buyers in your area. Would you like to service those leads and be a featured agent, a premier agent? Yeah, sure. How much is it going to cost? $1,000 a month. So I'm going to pay $1,000 a month for a wobbly tire kicker. No, I'll pass. But see, for me, I am a pretty good sales guy, and I had a high conversion rate, a much higher conversion rate than most people and most agents. But still, for me, it wasn't worth it. So Zillow's hiding the rent ranges now. This is my best guess, and I believe it's probably spot on. Because if they're trying to sell clicks to agents like me, but the house doesn't pencil out, that's going to rule out a lot of properties that they could have sold a click. But if you, the browser, the end user, is saying, hey, this house doesn't pencil out, skip it, honey, go on to the next, well, that's a click they couldn't sell. So that's exactly what Zillow is doing. Zillow, in my opinion, is hiding rent ranges because they don't want to limit the amount of clicks they can sell. That's how they make money. Zillow's in big trouble. I mean, we know that, right? How do we know that, you ask? Well, of course I'm going to tell you. Whew, insanity. They know, they terminated their iBuyer program and sold off all those houses they bought at a loss. And that was a year or so ago. They got way in front of this. The cat's out of the bag. Real estate bubble, welcome to it. It's now which areas are going to be able to sustain themselves. And those are the areas within the national median home price average that pencil out, and Zillow is no longer showing you rent range. What's going on? Zillow, you're busted. You're hiding rent ranges because it makes it harder for you to sell clicks. I appreciate you guys checking in. Sorry, I'm holding the camera with my hand today, and it's probably a little shaky. I'm wearing a t-shirt. It's warm out here. I'm in Arizona. But if you appreciate the content, give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment below, and I'll see you on the next video.